Well, guys, here I am going to discuss a current affairs. It is very frequently recited at the current scenario that whether should India talk to Taliban or not. I am giving very to the point answer which are very necessary for your exam purposes. We will consider the topic from two point of view: yes or no. Why no? Because India is a country which frequently follows non-alignment policy. Means India do not actively participate in any power game. And the Afghanistan issue is mainly recently every country has tried to occupy power with throughout the vacuum. Right. So India is as a strong follower of non-alignment policy. It might not be favorable for India to directly involve in such a power game. Strong action plan against terrorism. India has recently vowed against terrorism in various international treaty with various countries, which India has strongly disappointed any terrorist activities. Right. In such a case, being actively cooperating, being actively joined the peace process with a terrorist group might not portray that image of India in international field as a good image. Again, India has vowed to give military training and humanitarian aid as well as development aid in Afghanistan. Tashkent Declaration. What is Tashkent Declaration? According to this declaration in 2018, it is a peace process. Tashkent Declaration is a peace process to talk with Taliban, which is Afghan-led and Afghan-owned and in accordance with UN. This Tashkent Declaration actually formally approved to resume the peace process between Taliban and Afghan government, and it is said that it will be totally led by Afghan government. In such cases, it might not be good for India to directly involve in this talk process with Taliban, because according to Tashkent Declaration, it should be totally led by Afghan government and in accordance with UN Assembly. Then India's sympathy to Afghan government. India has in various times India has promises to Afghan government not to directly not to directly interfere in her action. Even sometimes Afghan government is also not in a warm response to resume the talk process. In such a scenario, India has not responded warmly for this talk process. But again, see, there are some favorable points that whether India should begin the talk process with Taliban. Yes, because Taliban is a part of Afghan people. Means more than Talibans are nothing but then the Afghan people, and they have occupied more than 50% of the country. That is why it is a very crucial fact that in near future there is a very strong possibility of coming the Taliban to the government. In such cases, India might face problem. That's why India might participate in the peace process. Again, see, countries like Russia, Iran, China, USA are approaching to India. You see, which countries are approaching, which once actively disapprove the actions of Taliban. Even Iran and Afghanistan, Iran and Taliban have very discrepancies regarding the religious sect. One is Shia and another is Sunni. Right. Despite that, Iran has come to approach to the talk process. Again, Russia is also strongly strongly disapproved Taliban. Still, Russia has come to the peace process. Right. So India can also actively participate in the peace process. Again, Russia, China, Pakistan in favorable angle. We all know that once Russia and India were very close friends. Even at this moment also they are good friends. But towards from the recent scenario, we have seen that Russia is recently approaching mainly towards Pakistan and thereby China. And if India and that's why India can also actively participate in the talk process, because it will help India in two ways: rapprochement of talk among Russia, China, and India. It will when India will involve in this peace process, India will be assimilated to Russia as well as China. It will again establish a good relationship between the former relationship between India and Russia. Again, it might pave the way to begin the talk process on disputed issues between India and China, as well as India and Pakistan, and throughout India, China, and Pakistan. So it has twofold benefits for India. Again, say Pakistan and China occupation. We know that Pakistan and China, especially Pakistan, is a very nearby country of Afghanistan, and China can occupy Afghanistan. China can occupy Afghanistan throughout Pakistan. That is why, so that Pakistan and China does not become any unilateral factor in Afghanistan, India should actively participate in the talk process. Again, India's strategic importance on Uzbek, Iran, and Afghanistan. India has recently signed bilateral treaty with Uzbekistan. That's why to maintain this treaty or for strategic importance in Central Asia, India can involve in the talk process. Again, Iran. If the India has interest in Chabahar Port, Iran and India has very good friendship. India's interest is dependent on Iran up to some extent. And again, India's importance in Afghanistan, nobody can deny it. Right. So from this point of view, India can actively participate in the talk process against India's security concerns. If India does not cooperate with the peace process,